Well, I need to welcome you back, and we'll see with the big story for today. We're talking about the issue of the budget pardon and the recent call for proper probe, especially inviting the different anti-graft agencies to do their job. With that very request coming from Serap, insisting that the leadership of the Senate should do more as it concerns the allegation of budget pardon by no order. But the senator representing Bauchi Central, Abdul Nigi, and not only just calling for more to be done as it concerns probing that allegation, but also the reinstatement back of the whistleblower back to the Senate, and the dropping of that very suspension of the senator. But anyway, that's what we're still having on the show today. And like I said, we still have no other person but Barrister Emmanuel Leary helping us to look at not just the legal angle, but every angle as it concerns that very request coming from Serap. And just like he said in the first half, he feels that request is timely and should be one that the Senate should heed to. But anyway, what we'll do now is we'll continue our discussion, but first we'll go get message from our sponsors. And we'll come back more as it concerns the request by Serap and other notable Nigeria calling for a proper probe into the issue.
Oh, yeah, follow the road, auto better quality. If you talk gas matter, oh, yeah, follow Benetta. Gas with the better quality, Benetta. Gas with the full rich man, Benetta. Home delivery, brother, na shopal, Benetta. Benetta, gas to mango, Benetta. Different type of gas cylinder, I feel like that gas we go last you well, Benetta. For gas matter, Benetta now do Benetta. Gas service in a them they run, Benetta. Benetta make you carry go.
For gas matter and home delivery, make you wire Benetta gas plant for 080-6745-7890 and 080-5904-7722. Benetta gas plant, the Etekwele of gas matters.
It's colorful, so colorful, wow! It's Uzo Furniture and Interior Merchant, a leading name for luxurious furniture at Ultra Modern Super Showroom. Well stocked is now located near you for the sales and installation of long-lasting exotic and quality interior and exterior furniture for your living space, such as foreign Turkey royal chairs and sofas, glass, wooden and marble royal dining tables and chairs, conference tables and chairs, executive office tables, reception tables, orthopedic office chairs, etc. Uzo Furniture and Interior Merchant has in stock royal king-size and queen-size beds, wardrobes, mirror consoles, wall frames and artworks for decoration, wine bars, big TV shelves and TV stands, gym equipment like motorized gym bicycles, gaming chairs, treadmills, outdoor swing chairs, etc. All at affordable prices. We deliver with our vehicles. To make your home that cozy paradise, locate our super showroom along DSC Expressway opposite Platinum Banquet Place, beside Ugboloposo Junction, Efru, Delta State. Or call 0806-394-3198 or 0703-368-7179. Uzo Furniture and Interior Merchant for comfortable home interior furniture experience.
Well, definitely those are our proud sponsors on the big story on Quest today. But anyway, let's continue with the big story, and we're still looking at the budget pardon and the recent call by Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project for proper probe into the issue, as the request that the Senate President should call the different anti-graft agencies. We're talking about the Economic and Financial Crime Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to wade into the issue and see if, and only if, the senator is right on his allegation and should be suspended. Well, anyway, all of that is what we looked at the initial half of the discourse, but let's quickly continue to it, rather come back to it, Barrister Emmanuel Leary. Now, during the weekend, stakeholders, especially from the opposition party, we're talking about the People's Democratic Party, staged a protest, and they did so in Bauchi Central, where the senator representing Bauchi Central himself, Abdul Ningi, is from. And they requested that a probe should be taken or done as it concerns the allegation he raised, and did not even do that alone. They went further to seek for his reinstatement. And if we look at what Serap said yesterday, they are also calling for the reinstatement of Abdul Ningi back to the Senate, and wonder why he was even suspended in the initial stage. But my question now is, will such a call be in order for his reinstatement? And especially, and the reason I ask especially when they also, I'm talking about Serap, is calling for a probe. Would it not go against the standing rule of the Senate that he should be reinstated? And should a probe not be done first before reinstating the senator represented by Bauchi Central?
Yes, talking about reinstatements, the first question that what offense has the man committed for him to be suspended? That's the first question we need to ask. Is it because he blew the whistle of budget padding? That is the major offense. And how does that amount to an offense that will lead to suspension? Now, in this case, if the standing committee of the House related to ethics,
yes, rules and
ethics are really sincere to themselves, the accuser and the accused ought to be suspended pending probe. The accuser is Senator Ningi. The accused is the Senate President and the principal officers who are accused. So they should excuse themselves. Even when the anti-graft agency call for investigation, they will not be seen there to interfere. But for you to now suspend only the accuser and the accused is still there, then I think something is wrong somewhere. Because more protests will come, or more group will come to the aid of Senator Ningi, because this is a cankerworm corruption that we have been fighting from years.
And that's been the bane of our underdevelopment.
Yes. And now somebody took a bold step within the Senate to say, no, let's do the right thing. Enough is enough. And because of that step he has taken, it will now amount to a suspension. It is wrong. Now the man or the persons whom he accused, they are sitting. What are they saying they are doing? In fact, if it were to be developed country, even the Senate President would have been excused to step aside while the investigation will be going on. Because you cannot be accusing someone of an offense in an office and he's sitting down there. What is he doing? If investigation, can the anti-graft agency investigate Akpabio while he's sitting as Senate President? No. So the honorable thing to do is for him or the House Committee on Ethics to say, okay, Akpabio, whoever that is indicted or have been accused, excuse yourself. The accuser, excuse yourself. At least we will say that yes, equity has been done. But as it is now, it appears that the man, Senator Ningi, is now the sacrificial lamb. Oh, you think you can represent the entire Nigerians? You want to tell them that you are more righteous than every member? So that actually brought that conspiracy. And you remember that this same suspension actually took place, was given to our former Senator Ovioma Agege after that Mace incident and all good. Yeah. And when the man tried to, he's a lawyer, he knows how to go about it, he went to the court and the court arrested him. So I think the same approach should be taken in the case of Ningi. But for Ningi's case, and what Serap and other opposition parties are saying that no. And that is my view, that if there is an accusation, the accuser and the accused should be excused in interest of fairness. Okay, if you really want justice to be done in this matter, except they're going to play games with it.
Well, okay, I'm now being forced to ask. We talked about him raising the allegation. But many will say the reason also he was suspended was there are basically no facts justifying his allegation. Undermining, we saw the senator representing Cross River Central, Jeremy, coming out to say, some senior ranking senators took about 500 million each. On the Miami, high-ranking one, mine was close to 200 million, and we saw low-ranking senators take 75 million naira each. But let's leave the allegation for now and come back to the issue of Serap, because I'd rather take the statement of Serap. Now, what they said yesterday, he said that Senator Ningi has done, or what he has done is a positive act of good citizenship, and no whistleblower should ever be penalized or punished simply by making a public interest disclosure. So I'm close to ask, will it not be seen by Serap of taking side? The reason I asked, we are still talking about, you said it now, that the best thing to do is for both of them to step aside, let investigations be done before we come to a conclusion. But Serap is already taking such conclusion and saying the man is right. So would it not be the best thing for them both to do, to feel like, okay, let's wait for the outcome? That's my first question. And a follow-up question to that. In your own honest view, have we been fair to whistleblowers in this country? Have they been treated justly? As it concerns them giving out vital information that sometimes can be detriment to them. Have we been fair to whistleblowers over the years?
Well, to your first question, with what Serap said, trying to give commendation to Senator Ningi, I don't see anything wrong in that.
Okay.
Because as a group, from the context of that remark,
yes,
they are not taking side with anybody.
Okay.
They are only applauding
his effort.
Because
his
among
courage.
the 360, 109 senators,
yeah.
only one senator came out. What happened to the 108 who are representing different senatorial districts? So it's even a disgrace to them if at the end of the investigation it is revealed that such act actually took place. It's a disgrace. They should cover themselves. It's shame. Because they went there with the promises. In fact, particularly the opposition. In fact, Ningi is from which party?
Ningi is from the People's Democratic Party.
And the opposition, in fact, a lot of people say because it's from the opposition party.
Yeah.
No, but that is the more reason why
it should even be
backed. Should be not even be backed. One, the anti-graft agency need to move in as suggested by Serap. And I know that Serap, after now, if they fail to, they will go to court to compel and mandate the anti-graft agencies to carry out the investigation. And within the time, you will see that a lot of revelations will come out because, like I rightly said, these things have been happening time with a number. But they say many days for the thief, one day for the owner. So that's what is happening. But let's see how the investigation will unravel itself, because that's the job of the security agencies, not our job.
And not ours.
Yes. Then two, on the issue of protection of whistleblowers. You know, when this concept of whistleblowing came up, in fact, at first, it was with an attached a financial reward.
Yes.
And a lot of
almost 5% of
yes, a lot of persons abuse it anyway. Some were genuine, some were not, just for the purpose of making the money. And at the end of the day, they now put a caveat that if it appears that the whistleblower gave a false information, he has a punishment. But if the information is genuine, at the end of the day, produce positive result, that is when it's entitled to the financial reward, and the person involved will also be prosecuted.
Most certainly.
But you know, the problem I have here is that we live in a country whereby a lot of factors always come into play.
Okay.
And one of the factors is one of this clique factor, the ethnic factor, the religious factor. You know, while we are trying to champion a cause, these factors will come in. Always. So, and when they come in always, it aborts every effort taken by even the agencies charged with the responsibilities to carry out those functions. Now, the whistleblower now is not protected because at the end of the day, his identity will now be finally revealed in one way or the other.
Of course.
So, if peradventure anything happens to that whistleblower, why do you think other whistleblowers
want to come out?
That is a problem. It's not like somebody giving information to the police to act, and thereafter information reaches out to the person who is involved, and he now knows the identity of who gave that information. It becomes a problem. So these things continue to play out, and so many Nigerians don't see the reason why, even when they see some things. You know, EFCC has a slogan, say they are watching you. You know, anywhere you go to, they see you and all that. But you find out that even when some sensitive issues are brought before them, you see how they treat them. So it's because that some persons are treated with kid gloves. So that is why the fight against corruption is taking a slow pace. But thank God for a group like Serap, who have taken it as a responsibility, a constitutional right vested in them to come out to fight any form of corrupt acts or allegation. They said they can't sit down and close their eyes. So anybody who have taken that bold step, it may not even be Senator Ningi, it will be somebody else. They will still give that commendation, because a lot of activities inimical to democracy have taken place in various institutions. This is just seen it as one arm of government. Other arms are there. So if peradventure such allegation is made by Nengi, it's expected in the spirit of equity, fairness, to say, okay, no, you the accuser, step aside. The accused, step aside. Whether you are the Senate President or the Senate President, whoever that is involved, that have been accused, then they will not be subjected to thorough investigation. If they are exonerated, in fact, the mass punishment will even be more than the suspension they give to him.
For raising such.
Yes. And one, you have dented, defamed the image of the Senate President and the Nigerian Senate, and so many other issues will follow. So, but the way it is done now, it appears that they are trying to windshunt Nengi. Because that's why I said, what was the basis of the suspension? Is it because he made a revelation, a shocking revelation, even though it's not new to Nigerians, because we know budget padding has been on. But coming from a member of the Senate, that is where it becomes interesting. And Serap is saying that no, we shouldn't just sweep under the carpet the way others have been swept under the carpet in time past. So if Serap and other stakeholders can throw their weight behind Nengi's, a call for Nengi's restatement, which is necessary because one, the basis for the suspension has not been actually be disclosed. If just for the revelation that necessitated the suspension, I think it's the wrong step by the Senate. But if they are saying that, okay, no, beyond the restatement, I think everybody should even step aside. Let the anti-graft agency do their job, give them a time frame, they come up with whether his allegation is true or false. Then Nigerians will be aware of what is going on.
Okay, well, what I really am aware of is my PD is telling me we need to go on a break now. But when we come back, we'll continue our discussion looking at that and that recent call by Serap insisting that the proper probe should be done. Let's go on a break.